Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Do I need to duck into YouTube and start here? Is it working? Nope. Okay. Oh, no. It says we're live. Is it working? Okay. Okay, I haven't got the chat in here, so let's sort this out. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me, hopefully? Let me just do some textures. Sorry about this, as usual. There's something that's underprepared. I've got so many blimmin' props. I spent minutes wandering around the house, finding various bits and pieces for us all this evening. Hey, yay, the chat is in the video. Hello and welcome to Mirror Manga Grim Dark Buddies. I ain't dead, even though I'm feeling flippin' dead. Flippin' heck, says Heartless. Jim is very happy to see the car in the thumbnail. And we'll just do a wee test of this as well. Okay. So yeah, Mirror Manga merch. Let me put this here. Okay. Yay! Okay, that's good. That's working for now. So we'll leave that on there. Oh, better do something about that chin. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mirror Manga's Grim Dark Buddies. I am Mirror Manga, and we talk about all things Warhammer. And on Sunday nights, we get together and we banish the Sunday scaries by playing fighting fantasy. And we are really bad at playing fighting fantasy. We do have some regular items at the ubiquitous Sports Direct mug. I love that you commented on that, Matt, and not the amazing Mirror Manga Grimdark Buddy merch, the Emperor Inspects, complete with Emperor clipboard. Please all do a like and subscribe if you're not already liking or subscribing. Yes, we have a wee bit of tinsel. In the house, we have two bits of tinsel, and I bought these tree ornament goblins at Dragon Meat. They're quite splendid. Let me see if I can share them with you. Here we go. Gorbos! And that one has a little potion of healing, and that one is a rogue. And they both have a little D20. Aren't they cute? Yay, very, very cute. Yeah, they sold out at Dragon Meat last year, so I bought two. Handmade by someone's mum who was there, looking fabulous. So guess you'll need to buy a second chair, Haribo. Oh no, cat's stolen your gaming chair. Christmas Gretchens. So cute. That's a good shout, actually. I will Google it and I will share it somewhere. I'll do a little YouTube short on the gobbos. So I hope everyone is well. Do we have Will here? Because Will also we're doing a mini unboxing tonight. Neil has sent a box via Jim Aldis. Jim's just realised that in the thumbnail for this, I'm actually on the car. So we're going to light a candle this evening. I've had this for a very long time. It's a Fig and Rose by Mojo. I don't know who Mojo is. I wonder if it's like a rip-off of Molten Brown and Joe Malone. Don't know. Fig and Rose, number 11. Just smells like burnt match. Lol. We'll give it a bit of time and I'll tell you what it smells like. We do, of course, have Pew here tonight. And Pew's got a little friend. So that's nice. So yeah, so I haven't replaced Pew's other eye yet, but Pew is here. Pressure is in the green in case anything bad happens. Yay! Robbie saw Santa today and almost got a tree, but can't get a tree because of the dogs. Pew is winking. Robbie's sending a parcel next week. I think I know what might be in the parcel, Robbie. Thank you. Look at my eyes with the candlelight in them. Miniature magnet on extinguisher, of course. Yeah. No, doesn't smell of anything yet, but it's a very old candle. I'll let you know when the scent kicks in. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the chat. Hello, everybody. There are quite a few of us here. It's lovely to see everybody. So, first things first, our fact of the day, in honour of the heresy book that I'm reading, Prospero Burns. Did you know the word Viking means a pirate raid in Old Norse? So that's why Vikings are called Vikings, because they are known for pirate raids. And let me tell you, the beginning of Prospero Burns is brutal. There's a reason I didn't watch the Vikings on the telly, and there's a reason I didn't watch Game of Thrones, even though my godson made me watch the horrible battle one, and I nearly, puked. It's horrible. So I'm going to have to get through the bloody Vikings. Exciting to get mention of Kirill Sinderman, who we've met previously. Will that carry me through to continue the book? Yes, it will, because of Dan Abnett, obviously. Our birthday today. Happy birthday to Bette Midler. It's Bette Midler's birthday on the 1st of December. Who knew? But happy birthday to Bette Midler. So, a couple of cool things happened on the way to the... No, that's a Frankie Howard thing. Where is it? Okay. This is going to go badly if I can't find the first book. Basically, I don't know if any of you remember, but at Dragon Meet, I met an author called David Cartwright. And basically, David has imagined 40k in the times of King Arthur and has a trilogy of books, Dragonfire. Doesn't that awesome? What am I doing? I can do a little close-up. Oh, that angle is off. So yeah, amazing mech dragon. Probably on Mars, aren't they? And then dark magic. So yeah, it's like Space Marines in the court of King Arthur. But basically, David gave me the first book in the trilogy, and I had to say, David, I'm really sorry. I have had a bit of a bad year. So the books that I'm saving that I think will make me like all happy inside, because I love Avalon and all that kind of shenanigan, a bit of Arthurian, easy for me to say, probably incorrect, legend makes me really happy. So I'm saving that until March because I'm going away and I will read the book then. And we had a little bit of chat about, obviously I've had a bit of a topsy-turvy, tumultuous year, and he just ran up to me, and I've got the first book, but I was basically apologising for not reading it yet, and he ran over to me and gave me those books and said, I know what it's like to have had a bad year. And of course I burst into tears at Comic-Con. We all knew it was going to happen. It was just really good that I got it out of the way. A shout out to David Cartwright, and big recommend to look up those books. The other exciting thing that happened at Comic-Con, just polishing the lens, some of you may have seen that Mr. James Swallow popped by and we had a really fantastic conversation. He did like a live reading of the beginning of Fear to Tread, which was very exciting. And he also did some signatures for me. Some signings, some book signings. Yay! So for Nemesis, I got Famira for the Emperor, Jim. So now I'm, think how much money this is going to be worth now with all my notes and highlights and Jim's signature. I will give that to my nieces for when I die. I did have a good time. It was all really, really nice. There were loads of lovely people there. The Flight of the Eisenstein. This is not the one I actually read. You can see it looks really, really new. Someone sent me the gold edition of this. And James said, oh, you've got the gold edition of this. And like, look, barely been read this one. Here's my Warhammer Alliance bookmark. God knows where I got this from. Oh, Warhammer Alliance Educational Support Program. We should probably look that up and talk about that. So, in The Flight of the Eisenstein, he wrote, Famira, Viva Garro, from Jim. And then Fear to Tread, which I'm so excited to read because I do think my favourite Primarchs are going to be Fulgrim and Sanguinius in the end, but we'll see. He wrote, Famira, thanks for hugs, Jim. Because I was like, Jim! And gave him the biggest hug. And Jim was just really lovely and said he'd been chatting to Graham about my interviews, and they really appreciated some of the kind of questions and the angles that I was talking to them about. So we had a really lovely chat. And my favourite thing is that he was explaining that there's some brotherly chats in this book between Horus and Sanguinius. And there's bits with Dad in there. And he read out this epic battle that happens. Like, flipping heck, I was standing at the Game Therapy UK stand, James Swallow standing this far from me, reading the words it was so intense. It was like, at the very beginning, it was like this epic battle, and, you know, they turn up and the people on the planet are like, oh, is this all you've got? And then they're like, no. And then, you know, out of the sky, there's just nuclear thunder and it goes off. But James Swallow was like reading it to me and I literally got goosebumps. So very, 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 very cool to bump into James. I mentioned a couple of wish list things that I'd love to do with Black Library authors. And he kind of gave me a suggestion for how to pitch it. So I'm going to pitch it. And then maybe in the new year, we'll get to do some fun stuff with more, with our favourite Black Library authors. So fingers crossed. So that was really, really lovely. So yay. Oh, Gary met James at Games Day about 10 years ago. Nice guy. Woohoo. The two pretty boy Primarchs. Of course. Absolutely, Jim. Garrow is one of Robbie's favourites. And yay, Caprice. Yeah, they were good. So listen, I've been sent a big box. Here's the box. Look at that. It's massive. So I think Jim's going to have to direct me on this because I'm allowed to open it. There's something that Neil sent me, which I'm allowed to look at. And then there's something that Jim sent for me and Ian to open, which I'm not allowed to look at. So yeah, I'm going to get in trouble if I get this wrong. So I wonder how we can do this. Is Jim in the chat? I don't know. Jim, are you there for guidance? The other items are all unwrapped in there. So I just pull out the wrapped item and don't look. Okay. All right. I'll go and get that. With great boxes come great responsibility. And a bollocking off Historita Gemaldus. Nobody wants a bollocking. So, here. Oh, that's... It's probably the wrong angle. Hang on. Okay. Let's see what we put out. Hang on. I could put it on the chair here. Anyone else see this going horribly wrong? Okay. There's an edge. This is why we need an intern for this channel. Open the boxes, please, intern. Okay. Also, this has been wrapped and rewrapped. Blame it on the postal workers if it's wrong. No, we love our posties. Especially our Robbie. Okay. Oh, I'm so impatient. I should just do it all properly, shouldn't I? Probably should do it properly. I'm sweating. Should also say I've very much got the conference ick. Feeling very, very ill post Dragon Meet. Lots of hugging of nerds. You always seem to pass on the nerd spores. Open last. Okay, so I better not open that at all. That must be a Arbiter Ian letter, no doubt, with a quest in it. Okay, so at the very top, it feels weird opening this if Neil's not in the chat. From King in Yellow. Oh no, I saw a book. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it all away and put it back. Blue Chopper for luck. A flying cherub servitor. Oh, no, little flying cherub. They're not dead children, are they? She said, hopefully. So, let's open this up. Right. Do that like here. Actually, respect posties in real life. They're the most friendly punters in my go-to pub. And a long history of hopeless crushes on female posties. Well, at least you didn't ask your postie out and then they blanked you on Twitter. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. It's probably best not to think about the cherubs too much, says Alex. Okay. Good advice. Okay. Sorry, this is taking so long. I don't think this is a good part of unboxing, is actually the unboxing bit. It's got quite a lot of tape going on. You can't ask a postie out on Twitter, you have to send them a letter. Is that true, Robbie? I bet Robbie could tell us some tales about his rounds. Okay, the box is open. Okay. Bubble wrap. My bad nails. It's deliberately unclear, says Dartharus. No one admits to the cherubs coming out of a person rather than a vat, but it's implied sometimes. Oh no, little babies. Oh, I think this is going to be very mirror pleasing, but I don't know if it's going to be very... Look at that. A little unicorn Christmas decoration. Always be yourself. Unless you can be a unicorn, then always be a unicorn, which I have lived by. I think I've lived by that since I was about 6. I just am a unicorn. It's all I do. This happens quite a lot at Christmas. I get loads of unicorn stuff sent to my house, and then my nieces come and like, ah, you've got all the unicorn stuff we want. Oh, a little mug, because everybody knows that I'm a big tea drinker. I bet everyone was like, she's going to get a Titan. Hello to Owen and Lintu. Oh, beautiful unicorn mug. How gorgy. Love. Nice colours. Very. See, this is the antithesis of the grimdark. There we've got a little badge. Very cute. That can go with my Moomins badge and my Charlie Brown badge on my rucksack. And then crazy unicorn something. Oh my gosh. Has anybody watched Zoolander when he goes back to her house? Oh, there's 30 people watching me unbox. Nothing to do with Warhammer or fighting fantasy unicorn stuff. Oh, cute. A little tote. crazy unicorn lady. Yeah, I'm afraid that's me. So thank you so, so much. Amazing. King in Yellow, aka Cartographer Neil, who does great service to us here at Unicorn Towers. What a lovely start to our session. Thank you so, so much. As you all know, Ian hates getting sent stuff. I quite enjoy it. I was very surprised no one turned up at Dragon Meet to give us tea. In fact, I approached some punters saying, "Are you here to give me some tea?" And they were like, "No, who are you?" I didn't really do that, but that would have been funny. So, how are we all feeling about playing some fighting fantasy? Is everyone excited? I mean, we kind of did so badly last week. Really, really badly. Will is like, woo! Oh my God. I am feeling very low energy. I've really definitely picked up some bad something or another at Dragon Meet. It was really, really lovely. I got to hang out with Becky and Josh from Black Armada Games. And Becky came on a panel that I did, which was very lovely. So let's get this fighting fantasy up, everyone. Here we go again. Here we go. Failure is part of research, says Gary. Very true. Where's the gas, says Gary. I did make some notes last time, so we can try and refer back to them, see how we do. There's that familiar music, folks. Freeway Fighter. Let's get back into it. Are we going on easy mode and or finding a guide this time? I think we're going on easy mode. It's so funny, that death toll is the same as the death toll in Nightmare, the ITV game show. Okie dokie. Right. We're going to play Free Read. Play Freeway Fighter like an old school cheater. Haha! Free Read is set up the same as Adventurer mode, but it is different in that it gives you 3 options to easily negotiate your way through the book. We have the back button, so we can move backwards to the previous page. We have a free choice button. We can unlock all the links irrespective of whether they are available. So that means we don't have to chase down items we can't find. Or we have a heal me button. So this is what we're doing. We're going to do free read. Oh, we have to re-roll everything. Flippin' heck. There we go. Quite happy with that. Next, determine your skill. Take 10. I think Neil would have preferred higher. Oof. There we go. Now we've got to roll car specifications, firepower, and armour. That'll do, pig. We're honing in on the correct road, says Sean. Indeed we are. Okay. So we know about the world disaster. Let's go. Okay. So the first thing that happens is we stop at a small town. Sorry, anybody new? We've been through this book twice before, so we're now trying to just achieve it. Let's just do a quick candle smell check. Yep, I'm really getting the fig. I always feel fig smells like opulence. Okay, so we stop at a small town some 15 kilometres from New Hope and switch off our engine. Suddenly, it's deathly silent apart from the eerie howl of a dog somewhere down the street. Oh! 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 You're tempted to get out of the car to explore, but you realise that this is an unnecessary risk. You're about to start your engine again when suddenly the sound of a shotgun breaks the silence. Do we wish to get out of the car to investigate, turn to 126, or do we want to drive out of the town? So please put in investigate or drive into the chat. Let me know. What will we do? Figs are weird on a few different levels. I like the thing about without figs we wouldn't have wasps or something, Will. That's a cool thing, right? Hi, Jen. Lovely to see you. Definitely didn't get distracted by Star Wars, cats, and otters. Only 3 distractions this evening, Jen. You're doing good. Investigate, says Tony. It could be a well. I do feel like we've really struck out on our well mission. We haven't even been into a cave in this adventure yet. So it looks like we're going to investigate, which is 126. And I'm going to make a note that we've done this. I feel like it's what Neil would have wanted. Dartharus has completely forgotten what we did before. We run across the road and press ourselves against the wall of the building, half expecting another shot to ring out. Our heart beats fast as we creep forward slowly to the corner of the building and look round. There is nobody in sight down the narrow street. We take one step around the corner and then a voice shouts out, "Okay, that's far enough. One more step and you'll be full of holes. Where are you from?" If you reply that you're from New Hope, please type New Hope into the chat. If you reply you're a lone road warrior living nowhere in particular, please type lone. So hope or lone in the chat would be lovely. Doesn't the destination have oil wells? I'm sure that was the whole premise. That'd be amazing, Dartharus. Hope says Robbie. Happy Haribo. Steve Pree says lone. Star Tours. A New Hope, says Caprice. Gary says hope. Tony and Sean say hope. Heartless says lone warrior naturally. And Dartharus and Well Inspector. We're all hoping that we're from New Hope. A man suddenly appears out of a doorway and walks towards you with his shotgun pointed at you. He looks at you sternly and says, "That's where I'm heading. Been cycling? Cycling? In an apocalypse? Are you mad? Been cycling for over a week since my station wagon was ambushed and my wife and son were killed." Fucking hell. Stopped here. Oh, this has gone very dark very quickly. Stopped here to get some cans of food from a supermarket back there when some crazy dogs attacked me. Shot one of them and the others ran off. My name's Johnson. Pleased to meet you. He puts down his shotgun and extends his hand for you to shake. He tells you that he's a builder by trade and asks how much further it is to New Hope and whether he's likely to be let in. You reply that it's only another 15 kilometres and his chances are good. They need skilled people. You also tell him about your mission and he warns you not to stop at Joe's garage, which is about 8 kilometres out of town. They ain't got no petrol. They just rob people who stop there. Don't know where that accent came from. You thank Johnson for the advice, wish him luck and walk back to your interceptor. Its powerful engine roars into life when you turn the ignition key and you screech off once again. Okay, so this is new. This is new for us. We got a warning. Okay, so we see Joe's petrol station. Does anybody remember if there is anything to be gained from this area? But I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, because even if we don't find an item, we're playing the one that allows us to cheat. So let me know, do we wish to talk to her or would we rather drive away? If anyone has a better memory, like help me decide. 167. Okay. Heartless says they don't recognise a movie that says anything about New Hope. Johnson feels like the legally distinct recreation of a certain film character, says Jen. Check the map. Okay, we can look on the map. Hang on, that's not the map. That's the map. There we go. Check the map. I hope you saw what you needed to see. Okay, so let's count these up. Joe's Garage, Frank Zappa reference. Maybe, I don't know about that. Everyone's saying drive. Robbie says, no, you fight the guy and then you drive away. He was following Norman Tebbett's advice and getting on his bike to find a job. Wow, classic reference. Thanks, Tony. I mean, it feels like he's inspired by Mad Max. Yes, Jen, 100%. Yes, because that's what happened to Mad Max. Good shout out. Oh my gosh, everybody. I'm really sorry to have to do this. I'm going to have to do a proper YouTuber thing. I can see that in the chat we have almost more greys in the chat than greens, which means many people no longer have their Mirror Manga memberships. We do rely on a certain crew of people to gift Mirror Manga memberships to come into the YouTube chat. But please, if you ever had a Mirror Manga YouTube membership, or you've been gifted one, or you'd like to try having one, please consider getting a Mirror Manga YouTube Space Marine membership. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, it feels dreadful. The commerce, but I am supposed to be a proper YouTuber. So apologies and thank you all for listening. Okay, so we're going to drive away. Here we go. Oh, thank you so much, Alex. Woo-woo! Robbie's trying to encourage people to become members themselves. I think that would be so lovely. Welcome to membership, Dr. Salvatore, Idle Giant, Farith Redloss, Spruce Schmuckington, great name, and Jim Vessel. Welcome to Mirror Manga YouTube members. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Matt. Dartarus has gifted 5 Mirror Manga memberships. Gareth Hopkins, congratulations. Jean Batar, Estelle Leah, Commander Pinkie Pie, Tom M, and Gnome Todd. Welcome to Mirror Manga Space Marine membership. Please do a like and subscribe. Alex and Dartarus, thank you so much. See, Robbie. Oh, Robbie, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's so mad, like trying to be a real YouTuber. I feel so bad. It's like, can I please have some cash? So thank you so much for the cash, Robbie. That's really, really kind. If you pick up a membership, I can try and pay you back with like free, like exclusive behind the scenes stuff. So, wow, thank you all so much. That's incredible. Woo-woo! Robbie and Jasper. And welcome to the Mirror Manga Space Marine membership. We're all a bunch of nerds, but you might like it. And Robbie's been a dreadnought for 14 months. Fantastic. Anybody who's desperately poor, I totally relate, and be here for free and enjoy everything. A big part of why I hustle all the time and I have 2 jobs is I have a big fear of being destitute and trying to live in London. So definitely relate to all spending anxiety. And of course, we love to have you here if you're not a member. I just have to do the thing and ask people, which makes me feel, but I have watched other people doing it and they seem not to be hated. Anyway, this is awkward. Alex, congratulations. Alex and Robbie have been here for 14 months and 15 months, which is so amazing. I don't know why we're not getting the normal effects. I want the balloons. Can we not have the balloons, internet? Maybe it's this for balloons. Perhaps he is wearing a dressing gown, says Happy Haribo. No, we just had a thumbs up. I'll have to talk to my effects people. Yay, thank you so much, Alex and Robbie. Alex, I think you might have been the first member of this channel, which is quite lovely. Yay, so thank you so much. Robbie, Dartarus, Alex, Dark Souls, thank you so much for picking up a Space Marine membership. That's desperately awesome. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Wowie zowie. I try and show you on my phone what that looks like when it happens on my phone. Nope, it's not going to let me do that, but it looks so cool. Thank you so much. Yes, Alex, you are number 1 in the membership, but 14 months and 15 months. Thank you so much, guys. Woohoo! Wow. Okay, let's continue with the dressing gowned enemy. Despite the hazard of having to avoid abandoned cars, the highway is wide enough for us to gather speed. Although through our joyride, we notice there is a machine gunner in a dressing gown on his way towards us. It's time for some car combat. We should be able to win this fairly easily because we can also heal our damage. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I also saw Sir Ian at Dragon Meet, which was most lovely. He's very kind. Yeah, so hoping to get Sir Ian back on the channel again at some point. And I met Jonathan Green from Fighting Fantasy, so we'll have to do one of Jonathan's books and have a chat with him. Yay! Yes, thank goodness. We destroy the Chevy. You stop to examine the burning wreck. Who were these people and why did they attack us without warning? And then we hear about New Hope telling us that these bikers have attacked and they beat up some bikers who stole our leader, Sinclair. Sir Clive Sinclair has been stolen from our village of New Hope. Okay, now we need petrol. We must decide whether to drive east or west. I can't remember what we've done here in the past. Let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. Doesn't it feel really weird without Neil here? So I'm guessing from this, it looks like we've always previously gone west. But people, let me know what you would like to do. Please write if you would like to go east into the chat. Please write east. And if you'd like to go west, please write west in the chat. And people who are here for the first time, please feel free to join in and vote. Yeah, like you're part of this. Without your voice, I don't get to make a choice. Okay, Robbie and Dartharus and Sean and Gary are suggesting east, as is Steve Pirry. So I guess east. Let's do a bookmark just in case it's an instant death the other way. Oh no, that's sad. We pass an ambulance parked off the road to our right, but we see no sign of life. If we want to stop and investigate, please type investigate into the chat. Or if you'd rather keep driving, please type drive into the chat. And let me know what we'll do. There's no wrong answer, said Jen, unless you're playing House of Hell. Cheers to you, Jen. That is correct. Everyone wants to investigate. Steve Pirry, you're so welcome. Investigate. You park your Interceptor and walk back to the ambulance. The driver's cab is empty, although the ambulance looks as though it's been driven quite recently. If you wish to open the door, please type door into the chat and we can look inside. If you would rather get back into the car and head east, type drive. So this time it's door or drive. Yeah, I know. We all want to investigate. I see you. Check for snakes first, says Sean. Great advice. 100% there's going to be a person in the back of this. Going to jump out. Gary, Will, Steve. Hello, Christopher Tickner. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining in. Caprice and Dartharus are all saying door. So we are committed to investigate. Gotta be door, says Heartless. Red door, says Caprice. Oh my God, you turn the handle and pull. An explosion is accompanied by a brilliant white flash and a deafening noise. The door was booby-trapped. Of course it was. How much stamina do you lose? Of course it was. We're not alive, she said. Oh, do you deserve to die? Can you imagine? Okay, let's see. Don't speak too soon, Jen. It's not hiding a zombie. Yes, we only lose one stamina. Hee hee hee. We're such naughty little cheats. The explosion sends you reeling backwards. An exploding snake. An exploding snake, says Sean. The door hangs off the hinges, but there's nothing inside the ambulance. Its owner will probably be on his way now, because it will be a man, to see who he has caught. Sorry. That was very manist, that joke. You feel too weak to reach the Interceptor and decide to crawl into hiding. If we wish to hide in the grass, please type grass. If we wish to hide under the ambulance, please type under. So we get to choose grass or under now. Ooh, that's scary, isn't it? I wonder if we go under the ambulance, is there going to be a bomb or a mine? Happy Haribo says, why are these traps never involving buckets of water or custard pies? Maybe we need to play like Clown Car Highway to Hell, whatever this is called. Nini says, I'm sick of these mother-flipping exploding snakes on this mother-loving exploding plane. Thank you so much for keeping it PG-13. Very skillfully done. Will says, hide in the grass like a snake. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for grass. And it was just Robbie and Christopher who wanted to go under the ambulance. So on this occasion, I'm going to bookmark and we will hide in the grass like a snake. Snaky grass. You crawl painfully into the tall grass and wait. Soon you hear the noise of approaching footsteps. Through the grass you see a scruffy man, gun in hand, standing only a few meters away. A cigar hangs out of the corner of his mouth, and around his head is tied a red headband. Not Ralph Macchio. He's obviously the man who set the booby trap. Suddenly, he sees your trail of blood leading into the grass. Oh no, it's Rambo! It's John Rambo! He turns and fires blindly into the grass. Test our luck. Low. We are lucky. Okay. Ninny, for the rest of the adventure we should ask ourselves, what would a snake do? Well, this snake nearly got shot, so let's see what happens. The bullet thuds into the ground only a meter away. You immediately sit up and return fire. Your skill is reduced by 1 point for the duration of this fight because of your injury. If you're shot more than once, this skill will be reduced permanently. Time for the shootout. Oof, that's all I ever wanted, to be in a gunfight. We don't even have like a blaster weapon. I really don't like this. I have a bad feeling about this. Fight music doing its thing. Fight jam. But we didn't get shot. We didn't. Snake tactics win. Let's go all Buster Scruggs on this Rambo imposter. God, I haven't watched Rambo for years. We're triumphant! Woohoo! Of course we are. We cheat like professionals. We win, so we must turn to 131. We search through the dead man's pockets and find 150 credits and a pair of knuckle dusters. We pocket our findings, and when we feel strong enough, we limp back to the interceptor, wondering how long our medkit will last. We turn the ignition key and burn up the road, heading east. Okay. So, you flash past a road sign which shows a turning to the south immediately. If you wish to drive south, please type south into the chat and I'll take us there. If you would rather keep cruising, please type cruise into the chat and I will cruise alongside you in the style of Outrun, the 80s. Was it a ZX Spectrum game? Who knows? You know, I love the Coens, but I haven't seen Buster Scruggs. I thought only Star Wars characters said, I've got a bad feeling about this. And the whole rest of the world after 1977. How about South, says Heartless. I love the way you're like, how about South? As though we were at a cocktail party. Don't think we've seen him eastward, so let's go look, says Dartarus. Gary and Will say South. That's 3 for South right now. Sean Dooley says south. Sean is about as south as you can get from me today, being in Australia. So I think we're going south, my friends. Let's do it. Let's do it. Uh-oh. This doesn't look friendly. A few miles down the road, you come to a small, crudely constructed wooden bridge which crosses a narrow river. There is a sign nailed to the bridge warning you not to cross the river. Oh, this is a bad thing to do, telling us not to do the thing. How does that go? So if we intend to drive across regardless, please type river into the chat. If you would rather turn around, please type turn into the chat and I will turn with you. I'm as yellow-bellied as the rest of y'all. Heartless, nothing sus about this. Amen. Christopher Tickner, river. Let's do it. There are 27 people in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us on our Fighting Fantasy adventures. Please, please, please do a like and subscribe if you are not already a subscriber. And thank you so much for joining us in our adventures this evening. Okay, we got to try it, right? Says Heartless. River, please. I agree, Heartless. Let's go for the river. Oh, Robbie says drive. Maybe Robbie knows something. It's supposed to be summer, says Sean, but the weather's been all cold and rainy. I'm so sorry, Sean. The weather's weird here right now. Hello, Stuart T. Good evening. Drive. You sound just like me when my dad came to pick me up from a party. Right. 1 for the river, 2 for river, and then 1, 2 for drive, 3 for river. Dartharus, river, but honestly, I did want to sing the rest of Total Eclipse of the Heart. I meant river, says Robbie. I went for a P. Now we think we're falling apart. Okay. Will and Sean have gone for a river, so let's do the river. But we'll bookmark because, you know, the more sensible among us could be trying to save our lives here. Okay, let's intend to drive across. Ha ha ha! You crawl onto the bridge, steering carefully to avoid the 2 wheels coming off the main beams. Suddenly, there's a loud explosion. Somebody has detonated the bridge, sending the interceptor crashing into the river below. You have failed in your mission. The end. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's see how this works. I thought it would let us go back because we were on easy mode. Read. Use last bookmark. Very good. Okay. Jen says, sorry to Australia for sending Australia our English summer. And Gary says, good grief, this is House of Hell on wheels. I think you're right. I think you're right, Gary. We're stuck. Okay, so let's turn around and drive back. We are soon back at the T-junction and stop to decide which way to head. So we have a choice here. So it's right or left to head west. Here's the map. We're here. So presumably we're not gonna, so we can either go west from here or I'm guessing east from here. So, but rather confusingly, they've given us the options of right or left. So let me know, people, what would we like to do? Go west or would we like to go left? Poor road is left and gone. West and west, says Robbie and Heartless. Every now and then I feel a little bit lonely. Like the village people say. West, says Christopher. Turn around, Dartharus. Bright eyes. Every now and then I lose my car. And I'm driving it all night. Oh God, from the beginning of me singing, we went from 26 viewers to 22. No more singing. Wasn't the explodey bridge west? Let's go east. I don't know. I mean, literally it says go right or west. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 people in the chat saying west. So I think we should go west. Let's stick down a bookmark. Go west. Da, 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 da. You drive back down the road, passing the ambulance on your left and crossing the highway you came off some time ago. So where are we now? Interesting. It's still got a flag on the wooden bridge, but we're not there. Interesting. The road is relatively free of obstacles and you're able to drive along it quickly. However, the easy drive is short-lived. The road comes to a river which it used to cross, but the drawbridge which spans the river is partly open. Oh yeah, we have to jump over this drawbridge. We've done this before. Let's do this. We want low here. We pass the skill check, and then there's another skill check. We'll pass this as well. Drink the brandy and eat the cheese, says Dartharus. Pick up the hotkeys. Okay, let's have a look on the map. Okay, so here we are, back again. Oh gosh, this stresses me out. It really stresses me out because when we get back into this territory, we normally die. So good luck to all of us. So the question is now, do we want to keep driving west or would we rather drive south? Let's see what we've done previously. I guess we've always gone west in the past, but what would people like to do? Let me know. Drink the brandy is not an option right now, Dom. Hello, Dom Elf Kicker. Lovely to see you in the chat. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm so glad I have my Emperor Inspects bottle of water. What's that you say? Where can I get that from? Well, funnily enough, I have my shop on Redbubble where you can buy Horace Garvey or Tarek and Ezekiel t-shirts, the Emperor Inspects, Mirrorman Grimdark Buddies logo, Don't Blame Me, the Warp Made Me Do It, Save Fulgrim, the Warp Made Me Do It t-shirts, and that also comes in all kinds of categories for anything you could require. Do you want the Emperor Inspects spiral notebook? Would you like greeting cards? I didn't know we had these. Look at that. What a fantastic selection of cards you can get. All categories. Kids and babies. You can buy children. No, you can't. We're out of children, sadly. But yes, how fabulous. Thank you so much. There was a surplus of unkicked elves, says Heartless. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's count up these votes. For South, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people South and 1 to go West. Is the PZ one new? Sean, I used to run part of Dragon Meat called the Podcast Zone, and my friend Susu designed that logo for us. I no longer run the Podcast Zone, but the t-shirts were pretty cool. But I would rather you probably bought the more up-to-date stuff, unless you really like a Podcast Zone t-shirt. Great stocking fillers. Thanks, Robbie. Smoothest segue ever, says Dartharus. Thank you so much. I'm very proud of this. I'm looking forward to our next The Emperor t-shirt, which will be coming soon. Okay, we've gone south. This may be the first time we've gone south. Is it? Well, it's not showing up on the map yet. Maybe we need to make a decision here. The country road runs straight ahead, far into the distance, and you're able to make good headway as it's relatively free from abandoned cars. But after an hour's driving at high speed, the road finally ends at a T-junction. So, once again, we can turn left or we can turn right. And there are no clues on the map this time. This is uncharted territory. What will we do? What feels good? What direction? Dom says, those unkicked elves get everywhere. Heartless says, leave them unchecked and they run out of control. Robbie, I've come to the realisation that those maps are pants. Thank you. You're right, Robbie. I concur. Stuart says left and Gary says right. Tony says, just in time for the person that has everything, a mirror t-shirt. Christopher and Robbie also say left. So that's 3 votes for left, 1 vote for right. Let's go left. I'm going to put a bookmark here. Think we need to turn left if we want the country road to head towards West Virginia. Amazing. Very good. So left. You drive a long way east, passing only one junction on your left, a dirt track heading north. Interesting, but we haven't got any gas. Where is... What's going on? Like, we're not on the map? Weird. At last, you come to a T-junction where you turn right in order to drive south towards San Anglo. Okay. I'm just making a note of all our decisions, so hopefully it will help us the next time we get killed. So we turn to 272. The road cuts through overgrown fields, but there are no obstructions. We have no petrol. We have not picked any up. A few kilometres further down the road, the engine starts to cough and splutter. Finally, it jerks to a halt and your worst fears are realised. You have run out of petrol. There are no buildings and no signs of life, and you realise that the mission is over. You have failed and must try to get back to New Hope on foot, perhaps to try to reach San Anglo another time. The end. Lordy, lordy. What's going on there? Oh, is this a joke book? Is this a trick book? Gary, Mira, instead of driving, we should just walk. Gary, I believe with you. Robbie, we should have taken that fella's bike. We can't take Mad Max's bike, Robbie. This is in danger of turning into House of Hell 2.0, says Jen. I agree. I think when we're without Neil, we are like headless kittens. No, not headless kittens. That's horrible. Herding kittens. Anyway, I don't know what we could do. I mean, I think I might look for a walkthrough and see if I can find a walkthrough. We need a fill the tank button. We were on easy. Shouldn't it have let us not die? Hopefully Neil back next week. That should have given us the option to say we did have a petrol tank. Hang on. My little cheater brain is going back into overdrive. Let me see if we can cheat quickly. Because it said that the easy option meant that even if we didn't have items, we could say that we did. Don't highlight headless kittens, Alex. Surely it should be a drive-through, but says Jen. Despite the losses, says Dartharus, it doesn't feel as oppressive as a House of Hell. I agree. Deploy hitching thumb. Okay, let's go bookmark. Okay, so we turned left. Why? Maybe we didn't pick cheat mode then. Okay. So I just went back and looked and we can't do it. But you know what? I've had a lovely time with everybody. Very, very nice to catch up and chat a little bit about Dragon Meat and talk about James Swallow. James Swallow is here. I just tried the clicking on the option. It didn't work, Robbie. But maybe tomorrow after work, I will whiz through again and check that we were on the correct setting. Woohoo, cheats to win, says Heartless Ninny. Sean agrees, yes, Dartharus, at least we're not stuck in the house. Heartless says, I didn't remember this being so difficult. I did read it a ton though. We should probably just use a walkthrough next time. To find out the first petrol, we should at least cheat to find the first petrol canister. We did find one petrol canister once. My brain hurts. Well, we do seem to be... Yeah, it's bizarre. I don't know what's happening to us on our Fighting Fantasy Christmas. I feel like... Why did I say Christmas? I don't know what's happening to our Fighting Fantasy journey. Because I feel like we should be getting better at it. But the books are getting harder and harder and harder. Also, this evening I've done crispy crunchy hair. So I'm not doing my Sisters of Battle, Sisters of Silence hair. Just seeing how the curls go, and I'm quite into it. Also quite into... I don't know if I told you all, but somebody, when I first got my hair cut, someone said I looked like one of the villagers from Animal Island Crossing, and I was so happy with that. Dan says, you will love Prospero Burns, and I hope to see you fangirling at Dan about it soon. I will speak to Dan soon. The versatile haircut, Sean Julie says yes. Heartless warns the Jonathan Green fighting fantasies are insanely hard. Oof, okay. Crikey, that's scary. Path optimization and refueling seem to be key. I agree, Will. Tony says, just be glad we're not driving home for Christmas. I do sing what you write, and I see you all using it as a tool. I'm not mad about it. I've got such a sore throat from the convention, though. It's tough on the road, says Happy Haribo. It bloody is. Who would be a post-apocalyptic road warrior? Not me. Not I. I think Knights of Doom is thought to be the hardest, right up there anyway. Wow. Well, I'll have to pick a book to talk to the lovely Jonathan Green about. How's the candle? Very, very lovely. Subtle. Will did have a fig fact earlier that I missed. I'm going to try and read out the fig fact. Oh no, it won't let me scroll up the live chat. Fascists. YouTube. Fascists. I'm doing it on my phone. Thank you so much again for everybody. Will says figs are inside out flowers. What? Some figs are fertilized by tiny wasps which have a weird life cycle. End of fig facts. Isn't that epic? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for buying memberships, Alex. That's really, really kind of you. Dartharus, thank you for gifting Miramanga memberships. Welcome to all the new members. Thank you so much, Robbie and Alex, for being dreadnoughts for so many months. And thank you to Robbie for the cash donation as well. I will not spend it on any more unicorns because I have these beautiful unicorn gifts from the amazing Neil. So thank you so much. Night all. Good night, Robbie. Hugs to you and to Jasper. Lots and lots of love. Don't pick up hitchhikers, especially if they're called Thelma and Louise. Thank you, Dom. Heartless really enjoyed the Jonathan Green books. Tony Holton, new weekly item, fig fact. Fig fact. We could do a jingle. Fig fact. Figs contain tiny wasps. Oh, unicorns to you, Robbie and Dartharus. Sean, that's Eldritch true. I hope to conceal. Aztec, thanks Mira, thanks chat. Lovely to see you, Aztec. Heartless, yeah, figs are a bit gross if you think about it. Let's not think about it too much. Great stream. Thank you, Alex. It's lovely to see you all. I feel like I'm jet lagged, but so good to see you all. Good night, lovely Stuart. Good night, Haribo. Take care of yourself, Heartless. Yes, everyone have a great week. Be rested, be kind to yourselves. The evenings are drawing in. People are going to pressure you to drink at office parties. Don't do it. I hope we all have a good week. We will. See you next time, Sean. Gary, lovely to see you. Love to the cat and the missus. Caprice, ciao for now yourself. Only some figs are gross. Thank you for quantifying that, Will. Good night, Jen. Good night, Dartharus. Good night, Historitus Jamaldus, who is my post node. Thank you so much. Good night to Onalintu. The days are just getting shorter. They are. Have a lovely week. Yes, I'll get well soon. Definitely, Steve. I'm going to take it easy. My foot's a lot better. What is that little duck doing? Oh, a little duck with a thumbs up. Figs, not squigs. Good night, John Boy. The Waltons. We're so old on this channel. Thank you so much to the 21 people. Squigs, not figs. I'm trying to think of a t-shirt design for that now. Right, it's 9 o'clock. It's time for bed, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully there'll be some more author content or Warhammer interview content coming up very soon. And I will see you all soon. Have a fantastic week. Lots of love, everybody. I'm going to stop streaming. Good night. Good night, Jen.